it'll be 106 years since Tripoli, okay? Which is what we've all talked about. So the 25th of April, 1915, okay? I don't remember it, but I think Wendy does. So you should ask her on Monday. Tuesday, just ask Wendy if she remembers 1915. Okay? So, also, today on Monday will be very significant for this wee thing. Now, the poppy. Okay? Because it will be 100 years since they have sold poppies in New Zealand. And that came about by accident. Okay? Because, does anybody know when Remembrance Day is in England and other places?
November.
Exactly. Right. And why was it on the 11th of November? Can you remember? What finished on the 11th of November? Yeah, First World War. So, when Queenie won't stand there anymore because she's a bit old, but 11th hour, the 11th day, the 11th month. First, we're going to start off with the national anthems of New Zealand and Australia.
Australians all that was rejoice, for we are young and free. For golden sword and wealth of gold, our home is my sea. Our land of thousand nations is our beauty and children. In history's fledgling
That's a new addition to our commemoration, and one I think we'll keep. So just before we have Christy and the Poppy song, okay, I just want to say a couple of things. Some of it is addressed to Mavis on Zoom, Mavis and Louis, and some to all of us, that I think this is quite a special day for Ranfurly, because this is only the second week that we've all been together, okay? And the last 2 years of Anzac have been lost, and that is a huge loss to New Zealand, that we haven't commemorated that. Now, we know that Ranfurly has a special relationship with the arch down the road at Maribor and the 28 soldiers that are named there, because they all lived around here. And this is the sign that should have been down the road. Okay. Now Mavis, who is watching us on Zoom, her and Louis have put in a huge amount of work for that. And our connection with Mavis is what? What have we been taking down to the arch for years? Poppies. We've been taking our poppies. So we have a whole selection here today. So all homemade, fresh off the production line. Which, if the rain has stopped, we may go and put down at the down there.
The green poppy is a symbol to simply show we care for all your fallen heroes. A loss we all share. The red poppy is a symbol for the many we have lost in every conflict of war. Their emperor was at a great cost. The red poppy is a symbol where it was bright for them as each and every year goes by. We will remember them.
That was wonderful, Christy. One of the things all the young guys on the arch would have had in common is they probably would have known these next two marching songs. Okay? Because they're from the First World War. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary. To the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Tipperary. Farewell, it's just fair. It's a long, long way to Tipperary. And my heart's right there.
And we've got our next song, Clive, which is Pack Up Your Troubles, okay? Here we go. Pack up your troubles, get back and smile, smile, smile. While you look to light your face, the voice has the song. What's the use of worrying if there was one wrong? So pack up your troubles when you're on, get back and smile, smile, smile.
Thank you, troopers. So what do you think you would have put in your kit bag?
A beer.
A beer! Well, you may have got a beer if you were lucky when you got back to Paris on Tuesday. So what would you need? Your whole life is in a kit bag. I have to say, Andy, I think your bag would have been sadly disappointed in the First World War trip. Okay? You used to get chocolate if you were very, very lucky. Okay? So in your kit bag, you probably had 2 pairs of underpants to last you a month. Then a block of mouldy old cheese. A sewing kit. some dubbing to make sure your boots stayed waterproof. And worst of all, a vest made of wool. So you're not going to volunteer anytime soon. Well, those soldiers down there. Okay. So, what did I say about all those soldiers on that arch? Why was that arch put here?
They all live around here.
They all live around here. Yeah. Okay. Nearly all those guys that died on that arch are about the same age as Hamish. A couple of older ones, but not more. All right. So these poor guys went off on an adventure which they never came back from. So we all know that sadly wars didn't finish, and so the war turned or wars didn't. But unfortunately, just when we'd finished the First World War, the people decided they hadn't had enough and they'd have a second. So, who have we got able to sing songs from the Second World War? Thank you. We will remember them. Wherever they fought, New Zealanders died, field nurses wept and families cried. But still in mud and trenches long, our brave young ancestors defended them strong. Their visions of peace for all to share often terminated in a chaplain's prayer. And graves in which they now lie deep, in great respect, the village people keep. But here at home, we think of those boys, their short youthful life with its New Zealand joys. Uncles or now more, uncles great, on our Epsom Memorial, number 28. To help bring them back within the fold, their family connections should be told. So join with the Priestley's, Sweets and Coopers on the list to bring 28 Epsom boys out of the mist. And that is what hopefully our little poppies there and Mavis's work to give each, because we've got some photos of those guys which we'll talk about. So thank you Mavis for that. So as we draw to an end, okay, we think sad thoughts, but we also think happy thoughts. Purely selfishly, we are alive. Many people have got lots of lives ahead of us, hopefully good. The world is getting better in our part of the world, and we've got plenty of things to celebrate. So, well done. So now we will finish off with Now is the Hour.
Now is the hour.